Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you're having such a wonderful start to 2021. Can you believe it? We made it. We made it through 2020. Like, that's huge, you guys. I just wanted to get on today and give you just kind of, I don't know, just a vulnerable, kind of humble testimony of why I am exploring this new lifestyle change with my eating habits and my exercising and just everything that goes into that. So, I know I posted a picture of Carla. She has just had such success and has just been so blessed and has been such an inspiration for me, and I know so many others as she's walked this walk. And there's something that she posted a while ago that made me message her. She had posted an Instagram story that was diet and health. And in the word diet, it says there's the word die in it. And in the word health, there's the word heal. And that really spoke to me because if you've followed me for any length of time, you know that I am up and down with what I'm doing for my health. And I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a minute. But I've tried every kind of diet, and all that I have experienced in a diet is the word die. The ways that it takes away joy, the ways that I feel like I am keeping things away from me and like trying to not do things. And if I do them, then I condemn myself. And it's this cycle. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to tell you about my own cycles. So if you didn't know, and I'm sure you do, if you know me at all, you know that I love food. I love food. I love to cook food. I love to eat food. I love the food experience. And since I was a child, food has been the center of the family. Like, not really, but kind of. Like around, think about it. Around every celebration, around every holiday, around everything that we've done as a family, and even now in my family, it's food. We gather around food. We gather with friends around food, and there is this food connected with love. So when I feed my family at night, it is an act of love towards them, which is a good thing. But it's become an attachment for me that if I'm going to love someone, I'm going to give them food. And so food has become a love language, honestly. But it's become something that has kept me back from taking steps forward. And I'll tell you about that. So I cycle. I start out with great intentions. And I'm like, I'm going to eat really healthy. Now, you've probably, if you followed me at all, you know that I did Whole30 last year and had great success with it. Great success. I've tried keto. I've tried different things. I tried working out in secret and not telling anybody because I didn't want to ruin it for myself, because I know that after I try something, I fall off the bandwagon, and then I start the cycle of regret. And I start to just eat again because something was presented to me, right? Like at a holiday or something. And there's nothing wrong with eating food. But when I'm presented with something, I receive it. And I'm like, I eat it. And then I eat more. And then I feel bad because I start to eat for comfort. And I start to eat because I'm stressed. And I start to eat because I'm emotionally drained. And then I feel awful. Not because food is bad, but because I'm eating lots of bad things. Like when I want to eat for emotional reasons, guess what? I'm not eating an apple, right? I'm eating ice cream or chips or things that I think I deserve because I have walked this path. And again, I'm not trying to project my story on anyone. Like, this is simply my story. This is where I'm coming from. And so and so I start to regret what I've eaten, and I start to feel awful. Like my joints start to hurt. Excuse me. Not COVID. My joints start to hurt, and I start to feel very sluggish, and I start to just feel very much emotional, and I get cloudy in my head. And I know when I've reached my lowest point because I make myself, and this is not going to sound bad to maybe a lot of you, but for me, I know it's my low point. I make myself a bowl, and it usually comes to 2 bowls of tomato soup with rice or noodles in it. And you're like, that's not bad. But for me, that is I am at my lowest and I don't care anymore. And I'm just going to eat what I want. And I fill myself with this carb, like, frenzy of food. And then I get mad and I rebel. This is part of my cycle. And I'm like, I'm free. I can eat whatever I want to. No one's going to tell me what I can and I cannot eat. I'm just going to eat because I'm free. And then I start going further into this cycle. And it's awful. And then I get really sad because weeks go by and I've been just eating whatever I want to eat because I'm free. And then I've gained weight. Okay. I feel awful. Not because I've gained weight, but because like my body is like, what have you been putting in me? Like I'm supposed to be a temple of the Holy Spirit and I just put whatever I want in my body. And I pay for it because what you eat, there is like a consequence for what you eat. There's effect to everything you put in your mouth. There's an effect in your body. But I disregard that until I get so fed up that I'm like, I usually tell my husband, okay, don't say anything. I always tell him, don't say anything, but I am going to go on a diet. This is what happens every time. And it's this cycle that I go through over and over and over again, like every year, throughout the year. And then the most sad place is when I've started to do something good for my body and I've fallen off the bandwagon. And then I get 3 months down the road and I ask myself the question, what if you would have kept doing what you were doing? And then I'm like, how did I stop? Why did I stop? So those are my cycles. The reason why I am starting this program is not because I need to lose a ton of weight. I mean, honestly, it's more about the lifestyle change. I have deep chains with food that I want broken. God is not called us to be chained by anything, whether it's food or an addiction to something else. I have an addiction to food. I can call it my love language all day long, but truly it is an addiction. And I want to get to the place where I look at food as like, gosh, Lord, I'm so thankful that you provided for us today this fueling for my body so that I can do everything that you've called me to do. And really, that's it, right? Like Mark and I don't plan to retire. Mark and I plan to minister to the day that we can't stand anymore. And if I'm going to do that, it matters what I do in my 40s, because what I do in my 40s is going to affect where I'm at my 70s. It's going to, for sure. And so it's time for me to make some significant decisions. What I'm doing, and I haven't started it yet, so like I would love to tell you all about it and tell you how much I love it, but I haven't started it, but I'm sure I'm going to love it. But I'd love to talk to you more about it. So if you're interested, just message me. And I have a coach, and that's the most wonderful thing about this is that I have someone walking alongside of me in it that is encouraging me, that is helping me. And then there's a whole team of coaches above that are like helping me too. And so I feel like I'm in a network of people that are, I'm not alone. And I've always felt alone in it. Like sometimes I don't even tell anybody because I'm like, if I tell somebody, I'm going to ruin it. And then I'm going to fall off again. So that's one thing that's awesome. And the second thing that I'm really excited about is that it provides me what they call fuelings. It provides me 5 things that I eat throughout the day that I don't even have to think about, because that's the other thing is like, I try to like eat really healthy, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm eating. Like I just try my hardest, but I don't know what I'm getting. So I'm getting these 5 fuelings that are full of vitamins and minerals and probiotics and just wonderful things that are going to fuel my body. And then I make a meal at the end of the night. And that's the other thing that's truly exciting about this is I love to cook for my family, and I still get to cook for my family. The thing that I haven't liked in the past is that I've been like separated from them and I can't do what they're doing. And this way, we're all doing it together. And it's benefiting my kids. It's benefiting my husband because my husband has gut issues. And so, like, when I make a really yummy meal for me, it actually hurts him. And so, I'm excited that all the meals that I prepare are going to be meals that he can eat and actually thrive from, as well as my kids. And so, I would love to talk to you more about this. I'm going to be on a lot talking about what it's like when I get on it. But I'm really excited. I'm excited for change. I'm excited for chains to be broken. I'm excited to fit in my clothes again and not have to wear oversized shirts and black all the time. I'm wearing black today. And just I'm excited for energy. I'm excited for clarity in my mind. I'm excited for just a newness in this new year and a change that will last. And so I would love, again, to talk to you about this as we get going. Even now, I can tell you about why and talk to you about this decision. So message me if you're interested, and I'd love to have you along for the ride as well. So thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable with you. I don't know if anyone can relate to this. If anybody has the same love of food but is having a hard time with it, and wants to make changes. So let me know. I'd love to hear your story as well. All right, love you guys. Okay, Happy New Year.